Hello YouTube, welcome once again to the BNJ Racing channel. My name is Dale. This short episode will be about our visit to the National Trail Raceway just outside of Columbus, Ohio, racing with the NDRL, and their event was called the World Nostalgia Drags. I had to look at my note. The NDRL put on an awesome show, very well organized, on time. They kept the program moving. Very well organized event. Very impressed. We showed up with 4 cars. We were supposed to have a field of 8, but due to mechanical failures of tow vehicles and broken race cars the week before, we only had 4 cars. There were Mike Ropo in his Nationwide Pontiac,
Bill White
with a Tough Rabbit Camaro, and Scott Wagner with his Grumpy's Toy Camaro. Of course, we were there with the Avenger, Mike Robbins' Avenger. So, our plan, since we've been having suspension problems, as you've seen from our other video, our last test hits were successful. We are going to go up for Q1, and we are going to put down a pass, just like our test passes, to back those up. If that goes well, we will then start turning the car up and playing around a little bit. But let's get in the books, let's get a qualifying pass down, and see what happens. Should be a mid to high 460s pass if things go well. So, stop right there. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to say my piece. As a crew chief, I make mistakes. As people, we make mistakes. As a crew chief, when I make a mistake, you usually do not see it or know that it was me. As a car chief, when Richard makes mistakes, you usually don't see it and perceive that he has actually made a mistake. When the driver makes a mistake, it's there for the world to see. And sadly, we did have a driver mistake. It's been a long time since we've had one of those, but sadly we did have one, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to let the video play, and I view this weekend as a success in the sense that we showed up with a car we thought was going to do X, and it did exactly that. Pretty much to the 100th of a second. The suspension acted exactly like we'd ask it to. The engine acted exactly like we'd ask it to. And in that sense, it was a success. After the video plays, I will brief you with the damage on the car and where we're at in the repair process. So let's ride along and see what happens. Okay, a near perfect pass. 471 at 147. I won't go into the quarter mile times, but they were like they should have been if we were racing quarter mile. That being said, as you can see, we went into the sand. It is not sand, it is unwashed pea gravel, and lots of it, as you can see by the images. We boxed the car up. It had extensive fiberglass damage on the front, and the tree on the front was damaged. So we boxed the car up and headed home to Ringgold on Saturday afternoon. Got home early Sunday morning in the early hours. Went home, went to bed. Sunday afternoon, Mike got the car unboxed, got it in the shop, and started the cleanup process. I went over with my alignment tools. We checked the alignment of the front end. All that was perfect. We scaled the car to make sure none of the suspension was tweaked or bent in any way. Corner weights were perfect. So we deemed the car, after checking everything we could put our hands on, we deemed the car solid except for the fiberglass damage. Monday, Mike and Richard start the repair process on the tree and get everything bent back into position and epoxied, glued, adhered to the front end again. And in the weeks to follow, Richard and Mike, I was not involved in the body work. You don't want me doing body work. It's not my forte. They did an excellent job of repairing the fiberglass damage, some hanger rash that it had had previously, and repainting the front end. So it went from being busted to being better than before. They did a really good job. So that being said, the car is back together, except for a couple of Zeus fasteners, pending those arriving today, I think. This would be Tuesday. And we are planning on being at Brainerd Motorsports Park in Ringgold, Georgia on the 4th to race in their nostalgia program that day. I don't know how many cars will be there, but we will definitely be there with the Avenger, and we'll be doing what we do. Hope you guys can make it. Look forward to everybody stopping by the pits. Always enjoy chatting with you folks. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and stop by and see us. Until the next race, see ya.